Okay, hi. First of all, I just want to say I have changed my mic, so please let me know how I sound. And welcome to the stream. Hi, PS Player. So, today we're going to be working on the Sumo Slammers level that is part of a new commission I'm doing. And like I do with every stream, I'm just going to go over some of the stuff I've been working on beforehand while I let people funnel in. So, I do, off the bat, want to show off the inner Transylvania map we worked on last stream. Hi, Duckmaster. The map we worked on last stream has been completed. There's still some changes I want to make, specifically to the aliens in it, so that's not really about the map itself, but I have created these little communities all throughout the map. There's that gear we made last time. Swinging has been worked on. It still needs some help, but we can swing on a bunch of these little, like, cliff pieces, I don't know, jagged rocks. You have skulls all over the mountains now. Yeah, you have these little towns, there's castles, enemies spawn. I believe there's also music as well. So, or maybe, no, I don't think I had music yet. So yeah, this map is pretty much complete, and I think it's looking pretty neat. Here's a little zoomed out look of it. Really happy with the way this turned out. These little towns are so fun. So yeah, that is the finished version of the map we started last week. We also have... Yes, I believe I showed off last stream this platformer level I was working on. And I'll just real quick show off what it looked like before. I have not done any actual work on the level itself yet, but I did completely overhaul the visuals, and I say overhaul, that's the wrong term. I made them, because this was just a prototype, but I did finalize the way I wanted to look, or mostly finalize, and now this is the look of the level, and I'm really happy with it, especially that red light coming from, this like backlight coming from those moons behind you. I think that's really nice. Yeah, that right there is crazy. Super happy with that. Is it possible to add the gliding mechanic for Spider-Man 2 to mechanic snare? It would be so much fun for the free roam. Yes, I will do that. Yep, I will do that. Well, okay, never mind. I will make him glide. I can't do the gliding mechanic from Spider-Man 2. That's a level of physics control that I'm not... me or my game or dreams cannot do. But I will do gliding and try and make it more unique than just standard gliding. But yes, I do want to add more traversal abilities to that playlist. I am going to be doing that. Because the map is just so large, I need the aliens to be able to move around better, and so I will be working on that. Sorry, I just love the way that red light comes out from behind that rock. The way I do this actually is just by having a cone light teleporting to the player. This light right here. And so it's being obscured by those rocks in a really neat way. But anyways, that's this map. And we won't work on this stream, but I think I'm going to work on this after, and then this update will be about complete. But for today's stream, we're going to be working on the Sumo Slammers. Lastly, I also have completed a new arena. This is this Castle Scare. And I also want to do a couple changes to the, not changes, additions to the set dressing. But we do have this new pumpkin head enemy here. In Sumo Slammers level, will we possibly play with forearms and cannonball? No, I'm sorry. But I think that's okay because I want the level to be a continuation, in a sense, of what Sumo Slammers was. In a sense that we get to see new aliens in these outfits and fight some new enemies, stuff like that. Like, I want it to be a continuation, not just a rehash. Although we will go to the same locations because they're pretty iconic. Hi, Denny, for you. Oh, these guys' heads fall off, by the way, when you hit them. Yeah, so this is the map. I think it's pretty neat looking. Are the new aliens out? Yes, all 20 aliens. I think it's actually 21. I don't know. Yes, maybe 20. They're all out, yes. All the aliens are playable now. There's some glitches I want to fix, and I'm going to fix them with the release of this new content. I'm aware that Crash Hopper can infinitely fly, so that's a big one. And quite a lot of glitches are already fixed. I just haven't updated the game yet. So rest assured that will also happen. Oh, and I do have the Scare over here. Gonna do something with him. One though I had for Eye Guy's attack was flexing his muscles. I don't know what you mean. Also, look at this cool lighting I did. Okay. That is about all He would flex his muscles and shoot beam. He does that already. Are you saying it's a traversal ability? Sure. I could do something like that, yeah. So, for the Sumo Slammers level, I had nothing last stream, but I've done quite a lot. First of all, I have made all 4 enemies that will appear in this level. Obviously, there's going to be some changes I'll have to make. This guy kind of just floats aimlessly without having Ben to fight. But we have the Robo-Sumos, the Robo-Sumo mini-boss, level 2 Robo-Sumos, and then this guy, which is a new samurai robot, which is actually from the Mega Cruiser episode of the Classic series, but I think it fits the aesthetic quite well. Also, there is a 25% chance, whereas the flag guy is right here, there's a 25% chance this guy will become a flag version of this enemy. So, those are all the enemies for this level that I've already created. And the way I'm going to structure this is in multiple different parts. Very small little mini levels which combine to make the whole level. And within each of these levels you unlock a new alien. Just like in the Sumo Slammers episode. Which, by the way, I have not seen in years. So anytime I say something that doesn't make sense or doesn't conform with the level or the game as seen in the show, please let me know because I have no idea what I'm talking about. But we do have these 3 different environments. This is the original one. This is the base location where we're going to fight these 2 types of enemies. Then we have level 2, which has these fire guys. Also ignore that Ben doesn't have a head. That's something PS Player did. So these guys will fight you. And I think I did a really good job with this environment. Look at these little platforms. Aren't they great? They ride a fine line of being so messy that if I just duplicate them randomly to create shapes, it doesn't look repeated. So, I mean a little bit, but it does allow me to create some unique shapes without worrying too much about repetition. So I can make a pretty cool looking map, I think, with this. By the way, do you want to do a custom Omnitrix OT? Should I use things from the Dream Shop to make one? OT? Like sounds? What does OT mean? OST? That's soundtrack. This would be sound effect. He will have his unique watch, yes. But look, isn't this fun? I can create a cool little environment, and which is what we'll be doing on stream today. But just a little preview. Yeah, really like the way this one's looking. And the last environment, I made these like both at 4 AM by the way, yesterday. I guess that'd be today. Is this dojo, I suppose. This was seen in the episode. And yeah, you'll fight some enemies here. And we also, so I'm a little bit torn on whether I want to have 4 or 5 levels. Obviously, I know you guys will say 5, but I think what I might want to do is have level 1, you start with 1 alien. Wait, goddamn correct, not OT, I said or. Do you want to do custom Omnitrix or should I use things from the Stream? Oh yes, I will make a custom Omnitrix PS Player, don't worry about that. So what I'm thinking is for level 1, hi Amblue. For level 1, you're gonna start with a single alien, then you're gonna unlock another. That means 2. Going into level 3, or sorry, level 2, you're gonna have 2 aliens. Then you unlock a third, and then in level 3 you unlock a 4th, and then in level 4 you unlock a 5th. I think that works. I don't think we need 5 levels, and I think the 4th should primarily be a boss fight with Kenko. I'm a little bit scared about boss fights and having to model a new guy, but yes, I think that's what I'll do. But that's not for today. For today, we're just doing the level itself. So these 3 parts. And so, I think we're just going to get right into it. Yeah. You know, I also might want to model the arena for the boss fight as well. I just hate that Ben looks like this right now. Little bit distracting. But that's okay. Okay. So, I just want to start by saying, how should this function? Well, we need to make some set dressing for this location too, so let's start with that actually. But then we need to figure out how I want this to function. Is this going to be like, are we going to have a couple waves of enemy attacks? Are we going to have to like move locations? Are there going to be puzzles? How's this going to work? We also have to model the alien pickups, so I guess maybe let's start with that. I know I'm all over the place, I apologize, but let's do that first. That'll be quick. Let me just pull up real quick. My inspiration for the Samurai Ben was Jessica Cruz from Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League. Isn't Jessica Cruz a Green Lantern? That's cool. Okay. Let me pull up what those power-ups look like. Give me one moment. Also, I do have a webcam that works now, but I haven't finished setting up my whole setup, so that will be next stream. I will have my webcam. Unless you guys don't want it. Oh, also, there are, like, ninja guys that were in the Sumo Slammers episode, but I forgot about them, and I don't want to have to model something else, so they're not going to be in it. Okay. One moment while I'm finding where those power-ups were. Okay, well, there's power-ups, but there's also the alien pickups. Okay. Let's start with those. We'll do both. Cool. Okay. So for this, we're going to need to start with a cylinder. Be around. I don't know. I get so specific about like the lengths of certain things. I think this needs to be just a tiny bit shorter. Okay. And then I'm thinking, do I want to do this with spray paint or... Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to first spray paint this to be the green color we want. Which should be something like... No. Go back to the green. Is this good? Do you want even more? Maybe a bit greener? Yeah. Okay. We're going to do that. Then we're going to inset this with a cylinder set to a dark green. That's good. Although we do need it. What are your thoughts on the new Spider-Man Brand New Day suit? Yep. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. I mean, I agree with most of the criticism, but yeah, it's great. Because, like, regardless of the suit's actual quality, it does what superhero suits in live action should do, which is take the suit from the comics and give it materials that look cool, and then that's it. You don't really need to do much else. You can add a couple little visual flares, but like you're not supposed to be reinventing the wheel here. You're not supposed to be like adding in tons of design elements. It's just about taking these suits and just giving them materials which you wouldn't see in the comics so they feel real. And it does that. It does that, so which is why I really like it. Hi, oh, Duckmaster, why are you waving? I already said hi. Whatever. So I am happy with it, and it looks great. It does look great. I'm really excited for it, especially because the director seems really neat. It is funny. I have seen people complaining about the position of the belt and also that it's rounded. Primarily about the position though, because of the way that it like, I don't know, outlines Holland's physique. And it's kind of funny because looking at that, it is pretty much because the belt's really low down. It is honestly kind of showing why high-rise pants are so good. Like, it's literally showing the way that the position of some sort of line like that can affect your body shape, but whatever. I just think that's funny. So right now I'm just making the Omnitrix symbol on this. Actually, how should we do this? Let's just do this with the clipped mirror. I've been experimenting using this clipped mirror. Actually allows for some pretty neat modeling tricks. So I'm going to be using this. That's my favorite superhero suit ever. I know people doesn't have to love everything, but that's just over complaining. Yeah, no, it's great. It's really great. I'm not saying, yeah. I can understand why you'd like it that much. Is that the shape? think it is. Maybe a little bit rounder. Something like that. Alright, now we just are gonna have to align it on the back side as well. Well, actually, what does it look like on the back? Is it the same on both sides? It is. Okay, yes. So let's get this lined up. It's possible to get part 2 for this level, but with the classic playlist. If it's commissioned, yes. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Yes, but classic playlists will be a little bit hard because of the restraints of having 10 aliens. So that could come with some complications. So I will not say off the bat like definitely, but I could do it. I would just require some you know, optimization and stuff. But for another playlist, like that's not all 10, for sure, definitely. That's like not that I don't have to question, you know. Too bright. Too not bright, but that's good for now. Okay. Just gotta get the right angle. And I'm doing this in the... Ooh, this is not gonna look good on the other side, no. I'm doing this in a very loose way, but I think it's okay. I'm having fun doing stuff this way recently. I've been experimenting with modeling in wacky ways. Gotta keep yourself interested. Yeah. Oh, come on. I didn't go through the other side. That's okay. I had the... Why is it not lining up? Okay, that sucks. There. There. Okay. And then just flip this around. If you can put the reference image... Right, yeah, I should be doing that, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay. No, you're right. I don't know why I'm not doing that. So here, okay. Just give me one moment to do that. I'm gonna do it in a slightly annoying way, just because I didn't have this stuff figured out before stream. Okay. That was pretty quick. Let's just crop this to that. That is what I'm working off of. I'll put that where my webcam would be. Great. Thank you for telling me to do that. And let's just fix that little line now, down here. But yes, this is for the Sumo Slammers level, so rest assured that we are currently working on that level. And we are about to go to actually working on it once we've done these couple little models we're going to need for it. This is all, yeah, in service of the level. Okay. Yeah, just clear away that line. Gosh, I'm having a problem with grid snap, but if I turn this off, it's not going to be straight. That's annoying. How do I do this? Just don't want these little lines. Oh, you know what I can do? This is so stupid, but I can just size this up. Now we're going to have some more precision with our grid snap. Great. Yeah. Just fully excise that a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, there. So that's the... What? Why is there a line down the center now? Was that always there? God damn, it was. I did not see that. Okay. Oh, because the mirror line was in the way. I see. That's so dumb. Okay, so let's fix that. And then let's add in the alien holograms, which will be a little bit annoying to do, but... Just because those are, in fact, 3D shapes. Actually, I think I have a way of doing it. Wait, I thought I just got rid of the line. Oh my god. Here, we can turn the mirror invisible. There. So stupid. Cool. So, my little idea here, and also, is this all... Should this glow more or less? I think it's good. Shininess... it could be a little shiny, maybe. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And this should be a little bit different lime. That's a bit tough to change. I think, well, we can do it using Hue Cycle. Just make it a little bit yellower. Okay. Now we're going to drop in playlist 11. Maybe make some small changes because it's different Omnitrix. I always suggest curvy dots from circles, and maybe you could have the circle project that alien's holograms. You're saying for this pickup? I really like this design though. Curvy dots coming from the circle, and have the circle project the alien's holograms. This, I don't know exactly what you mean. I can try that, and I think I kind of understand, but let's just try it the classic way. These are our holograms. Let's just separate them. Okay. Then we're gonna ungroup them because we only need. Actually, no. We can be quick about this. All we need to do is take a little black marker to them. Just do that. And then take the finish, make it metallic rough. There you go. Now we're getting that perfect black. And then, not me too, but I just feel like it needs more changes, like how Ben and Amish was changed in time. Sure. No, I know why you want it. And you can also just increase the looseness, right? No? Is that not? Or no, not looseness. Trail length. Oh wait, no. Turn off, yes, turn off pulse. That's what we want. Yeah, we don't really need that in this instance. I'll just fill out these silhouettes a bit more. Which are still pretty rough, but it's an optimization thing. Okay. So now my idea is we just put one of these in front of here. And there we go. And it will stick out, as you can see, but what if I make it so that this will always face the camera? Then you won't be able to tell. Not really be able to tell. Okay. So to do that, and this will be very small, remember, you won't be seeing at this scale. To do that, I actually don't know. I've never made something face... No, I have. But I've done it using the player's camera. I think there's a way of getting camera data. No, it's VR. I swear there's a way of doing it. I know I saw like someone make a Sonic model where the mouth would move depending on where the camera was, and that was sick. Is this it? Yeah, look, do you see it move? How do they do that? Oh, they're doing it by detecting the camera with a trigger zone. That's so insane. Okay, well, I can't do that here because we need it to face the camera. So then we can just do it using the tag that Ben uses, Ben's camera. Is it not cam origin? It is. What is this doing here? Oh. True camera position. Okay, so we're gonna take this, create a microchip on it for all the code we're gonna need. Oh, and we need this to be on both sides. Yes. No, we don't, because it's gonna face only one side. Never mind. So we didn't need to do this at all, but that's okay. Microchip. And the first thing for now we're just gonna put on this is a look at rotator set to true camera position. Okay, set it to the most strength possible, infinite distance, face forward, and whoa, what just happened? We put the microchip in the wrong scope. There we go. There's a little bit of... Oh, that's the camera being weird. That's not this being weird. Okay. Let's try. Oh, and we do need to also turn on... Stay upright. Can't use the shadow of the aliens? What does that mean? What do you even mean by that? Hi, Dunny, for you. I think you already said hello. There. That's it. We got a little token. It needs to be smaller, but... And you really cannot tell that it's not 3D, or that it is 3D. There's like small little indications. If you move around really fast, you can see a little bit of perspective shift. Other than that, oh, and especially because this will be a lot smaller, that won't be a big problem, right? Or does that make the problem worse? Maybe make it worse. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That's so good. I think it makes it better. Yeah, we can barely... It just looks like a flat image. Wonderful. How big are these tiles, or these pickups in the show? Around this size. Again, apologies for Ben being headless. How to play Ben 10 Alienverse Android? Make a game called Ben 10 Alienverse and put it on an Android device. That's, I think, the easiest way to do that. Okay, so now we have the tile. And it looks like it should glow a bit more. Don't put the model in the circle, put the alien in front of the circle, make it invisible, put light behind it so the shadow of the alien appears in that. Wow, okay. That isn't no. That's an idea, but why would I do that? Okay, so it'd be flat. Okay. Well, no, actually, sorry. I can't do that because these are not models. This is paint. See, painting? That is an insane idea you just had there that would have worked. Although it would mean this couldn't glow at all, because glowing things don't really show shadows. But you were going for something crazy there, and I respect you for that. Alright, that's what we want the symbol to look like. And then let's add in the, like... Here, let me bring up a new image. Yeah. Yeah, this guy. Let's make that tube now. Okay. So, how do I get that sort of effect? I am not good with this sort of thing. Okay. I mean, the way it is, it's paint. Okay. Yeah. I'll just try with paint and see how close I can get. Opaque square. Surface snap. Turn off mirror. And then make it a different color so we can actually see it. Okay. Okay, so my idea is have a circle to make a Kirby dot trail. Why? I know why. I just don't wanna... Let's get back to that. Let me just do this first. Just make this white, glow, and then okay. And we get this, which is not the effect at all. But yeah, we have to switch the fleck type. Can we do that? Thank God. Okay. We switch the fleck type. Turn on and pass it. Okay, we're starting to see an outline. There's a slight outline there. It's still not what we're looking for, which we might not even be able to get. So let's temper our expectations a little bit, but that's better. Is there a different type of fleck that might even have a stronger... Ooh. That's better, isn't it? But then why we're getting... These flecks are so divided. And that just makes it messy. I think the solution here is we're gonna have to make it looser, which we can't unless we create a new paint thing. Group, no. There. Group these together. Delete this. Nope, this. Okay. Now we can increase it. Turn opacity down. No, no, it's not. We're not seeing the outline. Damn. How do we do this effect? I think I was doing the right thing. I think we might just have to settle for an effect that's not perfect. Like this. What if I... That's cool. That's not what we want. That is cool. I actually think that does amplify the effect. Not this. Or that. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to sell for this. Which is, I think it still looks pretty good. Is that better or worse? Worse, I think. Okay. Now... Yeah, fade in and out. Perfect. Place this, oh yeah. Right in the middle. A little bit bigger. And I think that's it. Ain't it? Do we now have our power up? Should be higher up, but I mean, yeah, it's pretty close. And I will make everyone be able to jump really high in this level, by the way. I cannot get over what you did to this small LPS player. Now we just have to make it collectible, but I'm happy with it. And we can try the Kirby dot thing now. Okay. Put this aside for now. So, how do you want this to look? I need a little bit more explanation. So for Kirby dot, I mean, I can't replicate it because I've always been bad with the Kirby dots. And doing it like an animated way is tougher. I don't, how did, you know what, actually, here's what I can do. I can just copy, what Mr_Foo did, because I can't do anything close to that. Yeah. Well, okay, that's going outwards, so... Come on, load in. And this is still going outwards. Well, I mean, that's something. So you want this, PS player? Like, is this something? Not gonna look right. But no, I know that's not what you want. I think I'm pretty content with this design. I'm just thinking. Because how do you even do that sort of effect? How did he do this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So a bunch of these, like, strips? There's no way this is anything. No. Hold on. This isn't gonna look good. I know. I want to test this out. How did... Come back. Where did I already delete the UI? Get back here. I need to see how this paint flex work. My answer went out. You're fine. How did you do it? Black density. Trail length. Fade and fade out. No. Oh. Okay. Green block circles vibrating and moving together, and the sides and the bottom they're smaller. I don't really get what you... I'm sorry, I don't fully understand. But okay. I did do this. Is this anything? I mean, to be honest, I think that's pretty. And we'll change the color. We'll make this black. And then we're gonna have to not retexture this, but hi Sonic Sands, we're working on the alien I don't know, collect, like, the tokens you collect to unlock aliens in the Sumo Slammers level. That is the thing we're starting with for today. If I invert the colors of this. But how do I do that? I think start by making this, that, and then... Lord. It was so hard to get this the right proportion. Yeah, I know it was have to redo the insetting. Like the Spider-Verse portals? Okay, I sort of remember what those looked like. Swirling is tough though. This is something, though, is it not? I mean, if we have to reinvent this, according to you, I think this is something. Whee! Ah. Okay. And you wanted, like, green dots also? I don't think that's a good idea. Like, how would either stand out against the other one? Like, if we use green, then we only see the green one. Or if we use black, we only see the green ones. If we use green, then we only see the black ones. I don't really see how that's supposed to work. I am gonna, yeah. We're getting somewhere, but I'm gonna veto it. I think this is, I want to use this. Because I really, this reminds me so much of Protector of Earth. And I really like Protector of Earth, and I want to feel the way that I used to feel when playing that game, so I'm gonna go with this. So, I apologize. Let's think. I think what we're gonna do, just to simplify this, is put all of these paint pieces on the same hologram and just swap them out when we need to. And so, yeah, we'll just quickly hide fast track and then place amphibian. Dark green. Okay, you're right there, but it would look ugly. I'm sorry. Cool. Okay, now we hide you. And we're going to bring in Crash Hopper. Doesn't that look so sick? Echoes need some work. I think this is just too simplified of paint. Is there anything I can do? Ugh, doesn't look like I can. That's unfortunate. Okay, I know this is hard, but wouldn't it look better if you painted the aliens? No! Why would it? This is just them. This is their hall. Well, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with that? That just is Echo. We're looking at Echo. I do not see the problem there, to be honest. Like, I'm just looking at energy now. It's fine, that's it. Yeah, we got all of them there. And just for fun, I'm gonna do something real quick. That would make it able for the circle to rotate. Oh. It rotates in the episode? Okay. That's a reason to do that, yeah. Okay, did I set this up right? Oh, I didn't. Not at all. One moment. I want to do something cool. Are there not 5 of you guys? I only have 4 of you picked. What's happening? Okay, you're all the way in the back, I see. There. Okay. Watch this. Oh. I forgot to make this loop. Okay. Look at that. We got all of our aliens. Turn on, move this back into position. Come on, that's kind of good. We don't have our playlist in. But yeah, I mean, come on. I think this works. Yeah, I don't feel like it's worth painting every single alien just so we can have this rotate. I do think this is good. I think this works. And now we just have to make it a pickup, which oh my god, we've already, this took 50 minutes to do? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll be right back. Hi, Almighty B-Shot. I just played your game recently, just realized you made the whole Alien Force playlist too. Yeah, no, all the aliens are in the game. Yes, every single one. Okay. Will you be content with this PS Play, or are you gonna be really upset that the token doesn't spin? We have to make it, yeah, we have to make it pick up now. So let's see, it looks like touches it, turns into a green orb that then absorbs into the Matrix. Okay, pretty simple effect. I think we'll boost it just a little bit, but this will be very simple to do. Just need first a trigger zone. Pretty good. Okay. And we're going to, yeah, we'll make this switch a selector. This will make it, huh? I mean, maybe not, it's good. Okay. Thank you. Well, this controls visibility as well as the visibility of this, but we'll do that instead with a keyframe so it fades out. And we can fade it out by adjusting the trail lengths from both ends, because that might be a really cool effect. Oh yeah. Wait, what's the middle of this? Okay. Great. And wait, no, I did it the wrong. I'm stupid. Gosh. No, we're good. We just have to rewire this. Give it a slight power up, so we actually see the animation I just made. Not really animation, but. And then we're going to give it the fog effect. Well, the glowing effect, which I use fog for. Okay. And lastly, just to enhance this effect a bit, we're going to add a particle effect. Let's just look up blast. See what we got. No, let's look up explosion, because we're looking at Sonic now. for a second time. I think we can use this one. All the aliens are a nice first ever game to have all the aliens in the game. I know that took a while to make them all. I appreciate your hard work. Thank you. Yeah, it did take quite a while, so that's really nice. Thanks. I think we can take this image off for now. Okay. Let's make it green. Greener. Okay. Now we're going to omit this. The location of our alien unlock token. Link the fog set to only happen once trigger zone has been triggered, and we're going to wait a total of I'd say 3 seconds at least. There's an Alien Force playlist. There's no Alien. I think they mean all aliens from Alien Force are in the game. Chill. So this isn't the final version of the effect because I want to make some changes, but let's try this out, which means bring in our really ugly playlist 11 because the PS player. Move them up. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so stuff happened. Oh, one issue is that this is collidable. That was causing some weird problems there. We're getting there though. Not too shabby. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit anticlimactic though, I feel like. Well, it's hard to make this not because obviously I can't have custom animations for this. What if we take away this emissive effect, or this emitted effect, and instead have this fog grow? So it's always be there, and then have it grow out when we unlock this. You have to use a version of playlist. True, but that's more annoying to do. Okay. That's too fast. Can I make it not fast while still working? Okay, I do like that. This needs to be increased because of that, but I think that's a bit easier to read. And that little glow, or increase in the glow, does help. Obviously not my best work, but I think this can work. That's too much. And we can try bringing back this explosion effect, but it just seems a little bit out of place, to be honest. I don't know what else. Yeah, no, it just clutters things. I think I'm not going to go with that. Although, one thing I might want to do is make this, and this is annoying, or just is weird to do, but like way brighter. Just to emphasize how, like, important this is. Yeah, like make it really bright. Because it was really bright in the show. Okay. I think we'll go with that. Let me just make it slightly greener. Okay. That's cool. So now let's make the power-up. Because I'm pretty sure Gwen gets like a power-up at some point. Or someone gets power-ups. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just look at the screenshot. Here. Can someone tell me what's happening in this image? I know I should know. Oh yeah, and then Ben also gets one. He gets a sword. Oh yeah, so there are little power-ups like this, and they have different icons, which is annoying for me. Yeah, okay, here's a better one then. So we're gonna have to make that next. Okay. Well, I mean, I should probably determine Gwen's collecting a coin. What are coins for in this in this episode? Oh, this should not be rotating the way it's rotating right now. How did I not notice? The tube should not rotate. To fix that, we're gonna have to go into here, group these up, and then the rotator just on them. Okay. No. Yes. A weapon? Okay. The tutorial? You guys are giving me conflicting answers. Well, we see Ben doing it. Okay, I get the idea. It's just the power-ups. You get things that they give you new stuff. You get swords, you get, I don't know, different little things like that. The question though is, what should this level have? What sort of power-up should you get in it? Because I need to know that before because I won't know what to model without that. So give me your thoughts, guys. Trying to match without having to do any new modeling. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, it doesn't glow in the episode, but that's boring. So tell me, what sort of power-up should you get in this Sumo Slammers level? I can give Ben a sword. I can do that. Instructions? No, you're talking to the other guy. I can give Ben a sword. We can do that one. Energy gets a tree key for its true form. Okay, that's an idea. Okay. It should make your alien stronger. Well, I want to have an XP system that does that. I don't think they did that in the episode, but I want to do that. So things other than just increase your strength. There must be something else or extra to it, you know? Next piece works. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, what about the power-ups? Because we're doing both power-ups and that. And I'm going to try and see if I can make a key. And this is going to be really bad, guys. See, I have my strengths, and I have my mortal weaknesses. Jesus Christ. Well, okay. Well, hey. You're making a roguelike Benton level? That's... Do you know what a roguelike is? Do you know what a roguelike is? I'm literally adding in power-ups and XP like every single beat-em-up game from the 2000s, and your first thought is, it's Dark Souls! No, that's Souls-like. But, you know, same thing. Not same thing, but you treat it the same way. I know that in the episode the aliens got sumo clothes, but I already have the sumo clothes ad. I did that last stream. We're talking... Well... Should the power-ups give you the sumo clothes? That's an idea. I meant Souls like. You did actually mean Souls like? Hell yeah. That's so good. I love that so much. Please keep misusing terms. But this circle's kind of making it kind of complicated because we don't have the outlines that the episode did. Galvin is probably better. Do you mean the game the other person made? Haven't I said every single stream that someone's asked about that is also, it's probably better? I haven't played it, but it looks pretty cool. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's make a shitty outline. This might help. Power-ups give the sumo clothes? Oh, PS player's saying no to that. Okay. Jesus, there's no way I can keep this. You're not actually using that key paint? A man can dream. What do you want me to do? You asked for me to paint. And now the second I try and paint, you say, no, don't do it. Here. Fine. This what you want? It's still hard to read with that thing in the back. This circle. Use simple shapes? No. Well, okay, no, I'm gonna do this just because we're doing the thing where it looks at you so we can have a little bit of depth. Yeah, I could have done that in a much better way, yeah. Actually, well, if we make these glow, it does make it pop out in a way that still works. We'll do that. Whatever. We have the shape. We know what we're doing. That looks good. Okay, so that's gonna be one. So, okay, PS Player is saying absolutely not to the sumo thing, right? Was that what you were saying absolutely not to? Then what should the power-ups do? I can do sword. We can do sword. And yes, I'm just gonna grab a sword. His looks like a machete, honestly. The way it's drawn. Yeah, isn't that pretty much it? The hilt is different, but if we take this, it'll just be so. He said absolutely not before I said that. Well, but he could have heard me before. PS Player, what are you saying? You need to talk to us. Because Armal said it? So you're saying absolutely not to the sumo clothes. Is that what you're saying? Oh my god. But think of it like a sumo cannonball. Hi, Ashraf Mayor. I'm so sorry. I'm never gonna be able to get it. We are working on some power-ups for the Sumo Slammers level at the moment. Okay. So we have sword, we have key. Anything else? For every level, but it's hard to type in YouTube. Message it on Discord. I could do jump boost, because I do want you to be able to jump high, but it could be a boost that gives it to you. That might be fun. Like, or I mean, like a power-up. But how would we represent that? Boot. A bow? I'm not doing a bow. I don't want to do more weapons besides the sword. The sword is already enough for me. End goal is to get upgrade transformation, right? No. Upgrade isn't in this level. I'm sorry. The end goal is to have fun playing as Sumo Slammer aliens and fighting Kenko the boss. I don't know anything else. That's all we got for this one. I'm not doing like a story thing for this level. It's very much just have fun. We have Crash Hopper. Okay, but not the whole level. You have to unlock him. Checkmate. And can you stop being so rude? Yeah, not great, but well, I think it's okay. Just get the Omnitrix upgrade token after you get the Omni Crystal. Oh, sure, I can do that. Yeah. Don't worry, I think PS Play meant to be rude. Well, I'm glad you don't think they were. Sadly, I know they were. Okay, just please turn off. I just need to turn off collidability for these guys. And then fix the lookout rotator. Okay. And I mean, what I can do is, are you so good at this? Oh, that's so nice of you. I mean, if you're looking at what I'm doing, it's not great. But thanks. 5 years of practice. Okay. Nope. Now turn this off. We should. Why are we still seeing? Okay, there. We're just seeing those boots, and then we can select between different ones. Great. Okay. Let's bring in. I'm not rude. I'm always saying stuff as a joke. I don't want to be. No, you're fine, PS Player. You're fine. You're not being rude. I'm just having fun. Playlist 5? Let's upgrade. Ashraf Meyer, what's crazy? I haven't done anything that cool yet. I'm just making power-ups. Which one is upgrade? Do. There you are. Alright, so let's do what we did before, which is... And we can... Yeah, well, we don't need this image anymore. Okay. Black. And then, here, we'll just do it manually. Go in here, adjust the finish. And then... Trail length. Pulse. Great. 5 years? Oh, yeah. I mean, look at my YouTube channel. It's been up for quite a while. To test this, we could... Ooh, uh-oh. We need to move, you guys. There. Okay. And while we're at it, let's group you all together for ease of use. And then once we have them together, we can depower them. So we can place upgrade without having to worry about them. Just place the little fella. Alright, let's go to me. Okay. Wonderful. Now we have power-ups, we have the alien collectibles. I think we are pretty much set. And PS Player, I am waiting on you to type out your idea into Discord, your collectible idea, or power-up idea. So send that over when you can. And where's the lookout rotator? Oh, we have this turned off. Okay, so we just have to, yeah, no, this is grouped on, good, and then do that. Great. Both of our things are here. Maybe this effect is a bit too much. I just want to tone it down a little bit. Yeah. Nice. Okay. I think we got our power-up set up. We're happy with those. Oh, this one we didn't end up, we never did the code for. But, I mean, we really can just take this code and copy it over. Not much we got changed, except move the positions, everything. I'll do it after the stream because otherwise I have to leave stream. Okay. Switch this to yellow. Cool. And then, what's this timer set to? Ah, destroy it. Okay. Has anything happened? I've been reading manga. Well, I finished the power-ups, and I think we're now going to go work on the level. That's an emitter, not a destroyer. Cool. We're gonna call this pickups. Sumo pickups. Oh. I'm gonna fix that. Okay. So we have those figured out, and I think we just want to. Well, okay. We do need to start adding this. Yeah, I talked about this at the beginning of the stream. We need to add in the set dressing for this location. Let's do that, and then we can start adding in these summons for the enemies and stuff like that. So let's pull up some references of what this location looked like. Thankfully, it's pretty simple. Here's what it looked like. So we got a bunch of little buildings, a little bit dilapidated looking. Definitely like that, like Japanese inspired look. I don't know what the right term is. So looking at the sky, I feel like there should be a bit different of a color, but it's okay. Okay. So I think for this we just have to look up some buildings, and then we can color them the way we need to. I mean, do I look up? Is this will something come up if I search like Japanese offset? Oh, this is great. Is it low sculpture memory though? I can't tell because this is covering my sculpture memory thing. How much was that? 8. Okay, that's actually fine. An average Avatar Last Airbender village. Guy who's only seen. Never mind. I'm not gonna make fun of you. Okay, but this is pretty perfect, is it not? It's just we need to make it a little bit more run down looking. But we can use these assets to make a pretty cool looking level, I think. It will need more, but this is certainly a good start. We don't need bamboo. You're big, dude. In what capacity? Thank you if that's a compliment. We also don't need trees. Is this tree or concrete? It's tree. Yeah, we don't need that at all. Okay. This is a great set of assets. It'd be wonderful. And then we can remove the floor as well. Okay. Well, perfect. Now we know what we're going to be making this out of. How's that size-wise? Pretty good. I visited one of the old villages in Japan last week in my vacation. Oh, cool. No, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I refrained from making the joke. Oh, look, we got one of the flag ones. Yeah, I wasn't... That was not a weird thing you said. I'm on the I don't know, the offensive. But no, this does look like something you'd see in Avatar, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we have that. Any other assets here that look like they could be useful? I think this is gonna be high sculpture memory. Again, I cannot. Let's move this over here. There's only 3? Oh, well, that's great too. Look at that. These are both great assets for this environment. With some color changes. We do need a water tower. I know that was also here. Castle? Sick. Oh, this is going to be a lot. Yeah. Whew. Building connect. Storehouse. I don't think I can do this one. That's too much. These building connections are great if I was making like a full-on city. Oh, no, actually, these are pretty great. Yeah, we're gonna use these too. Or we're gonna try and use these. Just collecting assets to start with. Building long, sure. Oh yeah, look at all these assets. This is great. Ooh, ooh, oh my god. That's the exact style, isn't it? That's the literal exact, like, dilapidated Japanese. This is exactly what we want. We only have to, like, make game modifications. Okay, and I do feel kind of weird here because this is a shrine. And but so, like, I know why these are here because it's a shrine, but I don't think they really fit. So and they do add a lot of gameplay memory. So I am going to remove them. Does this take up a lot of game? Oh, that sucks. Oh, because it's each... Damn it. All of these are individual planks. Why do people do that? Gosh darn it. I can't use it. Okay, yeah, so I do see there's a well and also a water tower. So let's get those assets in. But look at this. This is looking sick without even having, like, properly placed them. Okay. Let's find a water tower. Ugh. This is New York's... Yeah, no, not that. We just placed this one here. The WV water tower. Okay, wait. Let's see. What did it actually look like? Wait, was there? Yeah, there was. There was. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not gonna pull up because it's just a water tower. It's very simple, but... Oh. No. None of these are exactly what we want. Obviously. Is this very... Yeah, this is good. This works. We just have to... Yeah, we're gonna change the color scheme to something like that. And desaturate too. Yeah. My favorite Ben 10 game is Protector of Earth, Ashraf Meyer. Okay. Also, there's this, like, scaffolded building, and a different reference I'm looking at. Maybe I can find that. Or find something I can use for that. Whoa. Whew. Look at that. Jeez. I mean, looking up scaffolding, you're not going to get, like, a building. So I don't know what I'm looking for here. Maybe if I search for tower, there's a small chance. Oh. That's it. I mean, that's not it, but that's very close. And everything afterwards is not at all it. So perfect. I think this is like some of the luckiest I've been with asset pulls. All of these are looking sick. And we're not breaking the bank graphics memory wise either. Okay. Yeah, let's get a well now. Let's just keep going. This is a lot easier than making my own stuff. They're called watchtowers? True. True, I did forget the word watchtower. Yes, very correct. Although none of these look as good as the tower I found, so checkmate. I don't know why I keep saying checkmate. I need to stop that. Okay, this works. I mean, it's not the same, but I think it fits. It's dilapidated, which is a positive. It's got, yeah, that's good for water, for well. We need, no, we don't. Well, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's grab a plank. Just a simple, no, wait, actually, let's not even do that. Do any of these have planks they're made of? No, this is actually very efficiently modeled, so no. None of these will. These are all made by the same guy, looks like. That's awesome. Good on you, guy. No. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is grab a plank. Does anyone know what those arches are called? I think it's in Japan. I really don't know what, but it's a religious thing. They look really cool. I need one of those, so I can just, yeah. Perfect. I mean, if you, well, okay, no, that doesn't look, there's a couple different ones you see in the episode. So there's a more detailed one in this reference. Still, it's just a couple planks, so I think we can still just use planks, but so we have this, then we can make a new one. It looks weird from the back, though. That's okay. So actually, let's just copy this, and then just do that. And how are we going to do the middle piece? We can just do that and then trim this. This is very lazy, but I think this is enough for what we need. This will work. I think I was just talking on autopilot for a couple seconds there. That was a weird feeling. Okay, a little bit too thick, but I think it'll work. All right, so look at all of the assets we have already to make this mini part of a level. I think this is a great start. So I think now what we should do is just make sure everything fits the gray and like purplish red color scheme from the episode. Let's do that, and then we can move on. Let's move this back over here now to actually making the level. Okay, so we need to choose the roof color. I think it can be like this, but it needs to be on this sort of side. That slightest tinge to it of color. No, stop. I don't want to pick color anymore. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So for all the roofs, let's just go and change them. And it is gonna make these buildings look worse, unfortunately, but it is, I mean, we do need them to look like they did in the level, or in the episode. And apologies, because this will be boring. Yeah, I don't have like anything to say. I'm really excited for this though, because this is looking pretty sick. Finished Eyes of Wakanda yesterday was perfect. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it looks neat. It sucks that Marvel didn't really advertise it. Saw that Iron Fist is in it. That's cool. I watched 2 movies yesterday. I watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which was incredible, and I watched The Shining, which was like really, 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 really good. Also, I have a Letterboxd, by the way. If any of you guys want to see the movies I'm watching, if you search up Arl Miles on Letterboxd, I'm there. How many roofs do we have left? Okay, just one. Great. Okie dokie, so that's part one. Part two is we need to get rid of any sort of color in the buildings and make them gray, sadly. I guess this wood is pretty... This is pretty desaturated, so that's okay. Actually, we're not getting much color pop. Do you guys think this is okay, asset-wise? Oh, we forgot this bit. If I could play Benton Lane versus Wood, oh, thank you. I'm sorry you can't. And let's change these planks to be of this wood color so it seems cohesive. Actually, we have to do it in a rudimentary way, a roundabout way. Just do that, yeah. I watched Happy Gilmore too. And the kid in my heart was satisfied. Okay, I'm glad you were able to I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'll say that. There's something out there for everyone. That's great. I do enjoy Happy Gilmore 1 though. I enjoy Happy Gilmore. There's only one Happy Gilmore. I enjoy Happy Gilmore. That's all, yeah. It's a fun little, yeah, Adam Sandler movie. I used to really like him. I watched some really bad movies because of how much I liked him. Like, I don't know why I suffered and why I made myself watch The Cobbler. I should not have watched The Cobbler. Okay. How do you guys feel about these assets? I think we're, yeah. I mean, like, come on. It's pretty good. Maybe some size adjustments needed on some of these pieces. I mean, not maybe, like, definitely. I watched it with my dad. Cool. We're happy with this. The collar wasn't that bad. Okay, you're the funniest person ever invented, PS Player. I'm so glad you exist. You're the person that gets to enjoy all of the worst movies ever made. I'm so glad. You're so lucky. Whatever. Hi, Mugen Place. We're working on making the Sumo Slammers level today. And I'm currently just getting some assets ready. So how do we feel? I think we are golden. Okay. With all these assets cobbled together, we now need to decide the structure of this level. So, how should this level work? Any ideas, guys? Or this beginning part? Do we just fight some enemies? What motivates the player to move locations? Are we gonna have to move locations or something? Like what? Like, are we just gonna stay in one single location and fight some enemies like an arena style thing, or what? Hey man, I hate my fair share of movies like The Grown Ups 2. I gotta be honest, I hate The Grown Ups 1. I didn't like that movie. Maybe it's because I watched it alone one night and not like over the summer, like with other people. But I did not like that movie at all. It felt like the weirdest paced movie I've ever seen. But yes, we need, guys, I need ideas for structure. To how to structure this level. Give me ideas. Okay, no ideas. Then, I guess I'll figure it out. So in the episode, they fight some robots. Then they get some power-ups. And then they fight a mini-boss. And then they, like, find a little platform that takes them to level 2. I have no idea. Okay. Then... what should I do? Sorry, I know we're taking up some time here. We fight... I think we should definitely start by fighting some enemies. Then... Huh. Okay. Okay. Here's an idea. I'm just going to leave this stream because that's my favorite movie of all time, and you can use an actual reference image of an old village for the map, and what makes you move is to find elevator. You're that mad? Okay. Your favorite movie is The Grown-Ups? That's so good. Good for you, man. And we don't need those lights. So, okay, here's my idea. This mini level thing will have... You have two objectives. Objective 1, collect your... this will be the same for all of them. Objective 1 is to collect your alien token to unlock the next alien. Objective 2 is to find the exit to the next level. So, my idea is... there'll be a long sort of village thing. At the end, you're going to have a alien token that you're trying to get to. Then you're gonna have to fight some more enemies, and at the end of that section there'll be a watchtower, which you cannot reach unless you find yourself a jump boost power-up. You find that, get to the top, leave to the next level, to part 2 of the level. But yeah, I think that... does that sound good to you guys? I think that's pretty neat. For that, we're gonna need these pickups. And what alien should we start with? That's a good question. This is actually very important. Right now the order is energy, crash hopper. We don't want that. Fast track. Amphibian, echo. Let's do amphibian. Yeah, no, let's do energy amphibian. Well, energy can fly, so not him. Well, no, okay. Here's... I'm gonna have to reorder the playlist. I'm gonna do that now. What about some robot to interact with, or they give you some secret skills? No, I'm sorry. That sounds like a lot of work. The same way in Pokemon games? Sadly, this is not a Pokemon game. Please load. Thank you. Okay. Back to the playlist itself, we have to do a little bit of coding. PS Player, I really think I need to just reverse this. I don't think this is gonna work. Guys, will they be mad at me if I get rid of this outfit? It's not that bad, they messed up the head. They decapitated him. I can't really, like, go back from that. They're gonna be so mad. It's just, what if I have to, because I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fix this. Okay. It's fine, I'll keep it. Okay. So first thing to do is to figure out the order we want. I think we should go with fast track, amphibian, no, yes, fast track, amphibian, echo, crash hopper, energy. Fast track, amphibian, echo. Let's write that down. Fast track, amphibian, echo, crash hopper, energy. You want me to keep it Astrofmeyer? Okay. So what we have to do now is reorder these things. And we should name them appropriately to make this easier. So this is energy, I believe. Second one is crash hopper. That works. Third is fast track, right? Yes. Why not with the classic aliens? Because they did that in the show. And because those classic aliens already have levels, this is a new playlist to the game that doesn't have any levels, and I thought it'd be cool to do a Sumo Slammer level. So I'm giving these aliens a Sumo Slammer level. Do you have any more questions? Okay, now we can rearrange these. So we want it to be fast track, amphibian, echo, crash hopper, energy. Just like this. Great. Now they're visually reordered, but we still have this hooked up the same. Okay, so we have to go to this calculator, switch this to 1, 2. Nope. Okay, now I get your idea is new. Yeah, I'm not just rehashing the episode. No. I mean, I'm recreating the locations it uses, along with a little bit of new stuff and a little bit of stuff taken out, but no recreation. I don't find that fun, usually. Okay. Now we should be transforming into the correct aliens. Yes, now we're transforming to fast track as the first one, but we need to switch the icons around as well. The hologram icons. Okie dokie. That's done here. So, this one right here is energy. Energy is now the last one, so this should be 5. 2, that was crash hopper. So crash hopper is now 4th, so make this... Wait, I'm confusing myself. Keep up the good work, thanks. Okay, yeah. So make this 4. So it's... Yes, okay. Then... 3 was fast track, which is now the first, so make this 1. This was... Who was this? I can't even see. Echo, I think, maybe? Which is now 3rd, so that. And then the last guy was... I messed this up. Wait, okay, so Jesus Christ. I have completely bungled this. Hold on. Let's just do it the slightly easier way. Okay. I need to just separate them a little bit so I can tell what's going on. Okay. Amphibian. He is 2nd. So go to this. Make it 2. Great. Echo. He should be 3rd. Good Ben 10 skin. Thanks. Make this 3. Energy should be 5. Is he 5? Okay, so wait, is the rest of it working now? I think so. If we move them back, we can tell. But I think we just successfully rearranged the playlist. That's what I was doing if it wasn't clear. Because I want the order to be different, I just had to rearrange these a little bit. Fast track, amphibian, echo, crash hopper, energy. Perfect. say this or not, but your games are too dark. I only have one game. And dark. Do you mean like brightness wise? Maybe you should check out your monitor then. Okay, those are all set up. Now we need to make it so we can unlock aliens. So, this is so annoying to do every time. We're going to create a new variable called aliens unlocked. Default should be 1. You should start with 1 alien. And it can go up to 5 aliens. Okay. So now we're going to have to do some fiddly code. If aliens unlocked equals 1, you should not be able to... Huh? Yup, brightness-wise? Yeah, then that's not a me thing, I don't think. I've never had someone else say that. I think that's a you thing. These 2 buttons need to be locked when this is triggered. To do that, we'll just put them through nodes that we can then disable with a NOT gate. From games, I meant from the project you've done in Ben 10. Okay, well that's not a thing. I'm sorry. I don't think my game is that dark. Now, we should not be able to select any... Oh, okay, never mind. I may be wrong. I think you might be a little bit wrong. I mean, if you can show me specific parts of the game that are really dark, you can tell me. Okay, now I cannot... Oh my god, there's stupid samurai stuff. I cannot select any alien other than fast track, which is what we want. That is because we only have 1 alien. If we have 2, then things get a little bit more complicated. For that, we're going to need to take the selector, hook up not active port, hook up number of ports to this variable. Now, we should still just be able to do that. But if we then select this, or select 2, we should be able to switch to... No! Now we have all the aliens. How did that happen? Wait. We have more than just 2. What is happening now? Oh, we're there we go. Perfect. Now that we have 2 aliens unlocked, we now have fast track and amphibian. Exactly how it should work. Okay, we are now unlocking aliens. Just that's it right there. Wonderful. And so as default, we'll set this to 5. We can now unlock aliens. Perfect. Okay, let's go back. The background is a little too, I guess, the same with some people have issues with Alien Force. My game is not... Are you serious? I watched Ben 10 Alienverse, or Alien Force. The backgrounds are pitch black. Show me a location in my game that's like that. This is not that. This is not that. I mean, this is dark, sure, but... And part of it's because of the OBS capture, but I don't really seem... like, this is specifically a spooky playlist, and even then you can see pretty well. I'm not really seeing much... Like, come on. I think overall my game is pretty bright. Okay. Great. Let's update this playlist. And now we will... actually, no. I guess I'm wrong. I mean, you could be seeing something real. I'm not seeing it. There's one more thing we have to do before we can go back to the level, which is make it so that this actually does something, which is increase aliens unlocked. Increase it by 1. Done. And for this, we're just gonna... Let's put in a couple transmitters. Let's call one jump boost. One called sword. and one called key. Great. Then we can, on the player side, control what these do. But for now, we're just going to keep them, here. And then we're going to hook these up to nodes that will activate... Whoa, starting to lie a little bit. When this happened, and depending on what state we're in, we'll do different ones. So right now, it's... Okay, that's jump boost, so... Let's make this jump boost. Which code editor or software are you using? Code editor? This is Dreams. This is Dreams PS4. This is Dreams. It's a video game. I don't look at the amount of time I spent in it. This is my code. This is how I have to code. Man, I'm bored, not have you. Okay. Thanks. You guys are weird. Okay. Can I grab the sword real quick? No. Machete. That is 2, okay. Yeah, these are all already ordered, right? Coolio. Okay. That was just some little stuff I had to do. Let's go back into the level, and now we just have a working alien pickup. And it only took 2 hours. Update both of these. And game dev, and recently got started with it. No programming skills. It's kind of hard for me. Well, of course it is. You just started. I've been doing this for 5 years. I mean, of course, yeah. But that's okay. That means you're learning something new. Yeah. Just keep trying. Him silly me, what in the world was I even thinking? Oh, about what program or what code editor I'm using? That's not a weird question. It's just funny to me because I don't use codes. It's just silly. Okay. Is it working? So we currently have... Okay, right. So we now have to, in this instance of the playlist, change our aliens unlocked to 1. So we start off with just fast track. Unlock this. We now have fast track amphibian. Exactly. Perfect. And I will force the sumo skins as well. I'll make sure to do that, but we'll do that later. Okay, that's great. But we do need to also, for this instance of the power-up, select which alien we are unlocking, which is amphibian, so remove all of the other holograms. So we actually have a working pickup. That looks correct. Why don't I see it? Oh, it's invisible for some reason? That's weird, but okay. Cool. There. We unlock, we pick this up, and we now can transform into amphibian. Exactly how it should work. Wonderful. And there's our sumo skin. Yeah, I'm excited to fight these guys. It's gonna be fun. And we're gonna get to this, but this is just some of the preamble stuff I have to do. So now the actual structure of the level does work. Thanks, by the way. Where the hell did you get these for your games? So you're using some books? Ideas? This is all from a show called Ben 10. That's the idea. To be honest, I mostly learned Dreams on my own and with like people I knew or met through Dreams. Like Mr_Foo. There's someone named Fanfits. There's yeah, a couple people. I'm forgetting some names, but there's not a ton of tutorials online for it. There are some that definitely did help me, but unlike most like coding platforms, it was a lot of like learning on my own. Well, I mean, you can do it with any coding language, but it's having tutorials is genuinely helpful. I know people say like, oh, you need to learn things on your own, and it is true to some extent, but tutorials are helpful, and that is an area that Dreams does lack. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Okay, we have everything set up to start this level. I don't think I'm going to finish this piece today, at least, or on stream, because I I don't know why. I'm getting tireder and tireder. Like, it's only been 2 hours, but for me, that's already not feeling totally up or whatever, totally energized. But let's keep going for a bit longer. Let's at least set up this village. Just separating these assets into their own thing. Okay. Great, we're just gonna push this to the side. Oh, there's a couple we missed. No, but when you have to set the levels like this, what's going to happen next? You get this thing, and from that, another, and then in next level DLC. I don't know what you're saying, I'm sorry. Hope you feel better? Oh, thanks, I'm fine. I'm just saying that, like, I get really exhausted from talking. That makes sense, if you're all by yourself. Yeah, I just get exhausted from talking, especially, like, this energetically. I think that's pretty normal. I do not have the highest social battery, and this isn't even social, because I'm talking to myself in the room. Okay, just finalizing some of these assets. Cool. All right, so I think I'm ready to just start making this little village. Let's do it. I think let's try and do it on like a grid sort of pattern. We don't want it to be too big, but yeah, let's. Oh shit! What? Oh no! Oh no! These take up so much gameplay memory. I didn't see that. No! I can't use these assets. Are you serious? Damn! The guy who made this used way too many assets. No! Brother, no, why? I thought it was optimized. This made me think it was. Where are all the assets? How did you use so many sculpts that's causing problems? No. Damn it. I guess this should have been an indication that each of these shingles was different. It's a different one. Damn. Is there any way I can use these assets? Because look, each one adds their gameplay memory, which is very finite. Okay, well, to be fair, this is a small level, so maybe there's a chance. But there's no way I can use these connecting bridge pieces. Darn it. Ah. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if there's any way I can use this still. The gameplay memory thing will make it hard for me to have a lot of enemies spawn. Whereas when you have to set rules, tasks for a game level, let's say a key to the door trigger or something like that, I guess you won't be able to get it now. I don't know, I don't really know what you're saying. That is a thing I have to do, yeah? Are you asking how I do that? Okay. Okay, I really like the watchtower thing. They give it some nice verticality, so I'm gonna include a couple of those, even though it's a little bit goofy. Just having them here. Okay. So how does this look as the starting area? Do you like this? So I can this will work. It's not the greatest optimization wise, but I can use this, and then I can have like one more location you go to where you get the crystal and also, and not crystal, the token, and then also escape. I think that works. But we need to direct the player, so let's do that by this honestly can tell them. Oh wait, oh, this is insane actually. Hold on. Because we're not using any aliens besides Fast Track and Amphibian, I can delete the rest. I'm gonna do that later, but that actually means I can use these assets pretty flippantly. That's huge. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So we start here, we walk over this way. Maybe like you go through here, there's like a hole in the wall. Like this is thrown down. You follow this out, and then we have our second little area. That might be something. So for this area, we want to have somewhere a jump boost token, which you can only get using Amphibian, perhaps? Well, no, that's a bit too much. That could cause issues. Let's not do it like that. No. We just need to find a cool place to put the token. Let's see. Where are the tokens? Where'd they go? Oh, they're over here? Oh, okay. So let's put this guy... Like, let's say this is over here, like on top of this roof. Oh, that's looking so good. And then we'll use that to get up here. We also need to know where we're gonna have the Omnitrix token. So we need to find a good place for that too. And I do want to involve either puzzles or platforming a little bit. So let's think about how that could be involved. Tower is knocked over. You could use it to get up the side of a building. Maybe? No, that wouldn't work. What do I do here? How can I fit platforming in with these assets? These maybe? I mean, this is gonna look really dumb, but I could have like... Not on top of the building, no. There's a little these guys that you have to climb up or platform up. This could work. So we have a couple of these. This is not gonna work. This is too much, but we'll see. And then at the E, we'll have our token at the top. Okay. Let's try. So we have our... I mean, we have the basis for this level set up now. I guess the one problem is it's annoying having the crystal and the boost right there. Like, that's a little bit ugly. Or it just seems like kind of all of a sudden you just unlock everything. So we should stagger these somehow. Maybe you get the crystal right here. You fight through these aliens, and then you have that. Yeah, actually, that actually works really well, because now you can see the crystal better. And then we have our second fight scene right here. And I will add in some of these assets around the map later. Well, let's just place a couple. You know, just give this a more, like, deliberate look, even if it's... I have no idea what I'm doing. I also have to block the player off. Okay. Good. And then we're going to have the exit right here, which you haven't modeled yet, but we'll do that later. Or I'll do that later. I'm not sure if I'll do that now. But, okay. So for a mini level... Oh, that is so high gameplay memory. But it'll be okay, because we're going to fix that. This is a pretty good little set piece. I'm really happy with the way it's looking. All these towers I know are a little bit silly, I suppose is the word. So let's do our the best we can do by just changing their height a little bit. It makes things a bit more varied. That is definitely better looking, even if it's not great. Okay. This is pretty sick. So let's add in the enemy spawns now, and I think that I might call it there. But actually no, let's first add in more of these little gates. Just to explain why the character can't just bypass these sections. But I'm really, really liking the look of this. And it's only part 1 of 4, so it's gonna be a big level. Okay. Great. So. Let's have one more building. Right here. Wait, how much was that? That was 6. That's too much. I can't do that. We'll do this. Yeah. Fallen over water tower. Just to enclose the space. Okay. Alright. Let's get enemies spawning. And we'll do multiple waves for sure. This is definitely a level that wants enemy waves. For that, my code for enemy waves just sucks though. What if I search enemy wave? Is there anything that works? What's this? No, this is scary. I'll use my code. I'll just have to do some modifications. Have I named it yet? I don't know if I have. So, some assets I just have not named after years. Nope. I have to search, I believe, my creation and find it. Nope. This is it? Oh, but this is cool. The way you set up missions and alien abilities is super cool. I was wondering, how do you come up with your gameplay ideas? Like, when a level needs you to find something. Okay, I guess that's a question I could answer. Well, typically a level doesn't need you to find something, does it, in my game? Like, a level is just like, oh, you gotta fight this person, so you're just trying to get to the location. And so you're just going through, like, a linear section. So, yeah, I don't really do that often, but I would think to the show, right? Like, in this location, I don't know, I don't really know how to answer that. I would need to make a level where you need to find something. But it's I mean, it's pretty simple, is it not? Like, if you're making a game and it's like, oh, I want the character to have to backtrack to find a key. Okay, then I'll make this door locked and say you need to find a key. It might be back where you were before. And then maybe it's like a key themed around the area they're in. Or it's like you're in a like a spy hideout, so they got like I don't know, key cards, you know, like stuff like that. I mean, I don't think it's that complicated. Oh, lost internet there. Well, Dreams thinks I did. It always thinks I don't have internet. Okay. Come on, which is the right asset? This old stuff. Nope. Which is it? My message was half because the words limit? Oh, okay. Oh, that's it, that's it, that's it. Yes. No, no, come back, come back, come back. Yes. Okay. This is the coveted, really poorly coded enemy spawner. Like a key orb or energy source, press trigger or move to the next part. How do you plan that stuff? Do you already picture the full level in your head, or you build? Okay, so the right way of doing it is to plan it out. I used to actually draw the levels on paper before I made them. You do want to plan it out. I think there's many ways of doing that. One way is using like a board, like a reference board, where you just pull together a bunch of images of what you want the level to look like, and then you piece those together into different set pieces and make it like a linear thing. Yes, I don't plan out that much now. I mean, you did hear though that I planned this level out before I did it. So if you like to know your question, just like look at what I did. I was like, okay, so we need to unlock an alien and we need to reach the end. So how about we have like a little parkour section with the alien crystal or the alien token, and then maybe you get a jump boost power up to get to a tower to introduce the boosts and stuff like that. I don't know. That's kind of how I do it. Are you saying like, do I have a plan for what every level is going to be before I make any level? Like is every single thing planned out? No, not at all. Not at all. Like I don't plan out as much as I should. No. I mean, I don't always know what the next level I'm going to make is. No. I do have general ideas though. Anyways, let's work on enemy spawns. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just keep this bit of code. This is all we need. And I guess this. Even if, yeah. Not great code-wise. Okay. So, what we're going to first do is set a trigger zone for the player that will start the enemy encounter. And, in fact, because of that, let's actually have them start here. That might be kind of neat. That'd be... Oh, look at that. That's starting to look kind of neat. So they walk into here, and then the first fight starts. So let's make the trigger zone for that. We will do, yep, box shape. About that. Okay. What level number is this? No idea. I don't know level numbers anymore. I'm not numbering them. It's too much. And we don't need to do this twice. Just do this. Okay, that's the basic code. Not enough though. Thank God you finally got it. Totally my fault. Just gonna express a little better with the words that I chose. Okay, I still don't fully understand, but I think I understand the general thing you're asking. It's not good to just wing a level. It's fun to do, but it's good to plan things out and understand like how you're introducing concepts and how you're keeping things fresh, and when you're giving the players choices and like explaining concepts and like but still trying to make it feel like they're learning things on their own. It's good to plan that all out. I don't. Anyways. Okay. Back to this. So, let's test this out first and see how it works. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Before that, we need to emit some enemies. Get ready? Yep. Yeah. We are going to actually start spawning some fellas. And the amount of fellas... Wait, are these grouped? No, okay. Let's have the first fight be against 5. Okay. So we just position them around this little town center. So I'm guessing you're 20% in front of the screen. Don't you get bored? Because I'm guessing you're in front of the screen 24/7 and you're alone as well. No, because I get to watch movies and podcasts. And no, not 24/7. That's unhealthy. I mean, I used to, but I do other things, other projects. But no, I don't get bored because I mean, for me, this is like playing games. Like, I got that same feeling from doing this most of the time. Sometimes it does feel like work. Okay, that is the first enemy spawn, which is great, but we also need to have this spawn an invisible wall. So let's do that. Well, let's not make it invisible. We'll use the normal wall, which is here. Yep. What? You still didn't get my question completely? Either way, I got your answer. Okay. That's not it then. Is it called blue wall? Yeah. Okay. For this level, I think it should be red. Well, I don't know. Blue fits, but it's a bit distracting. Let's try a red wall. That's too red. Well, no, it's not, because it'll be fine. Okay. We're gonna have to spawn this at the end of the encounter. Location-wise, not chronologically. And this will stop you from leaving before you've beat the enemies. Okay. And so let's see how this looks. Oh, so that guy still spawns. So for now, let's just depower the mini-boss. Okay, we walk over. Enemies spawn. Perfect. The red wall goes up. And we are now engaged in a fight. There we go. Okay. The level has officially begun leveling. Why are all these the wrong... Oh, I know why. It's fine. Whoa, okay, fell through the floor. That's weird. Gotta fix whatever caused that. And see, I can only turn to fast track. I tried right there to turn to another guy. I could not. Because we have only unlocked fast track so far. But if I beat these enemies up... Okay, should not have been able to do that. That's okay. That would be so overwhelming, I think. Listening to movies? Oh, wait. Do you not interact with real people like your parents, friends? Are you doing like a weird, weird rage bait thing? Of course yeah. Yes, it's not overwhelming to interact with people. Come on. So now we've made it through that section. And now we can use his jump ability to jump up here and get to this energy crystal or Omnitrix token and unlock Amphibian. We can float over here into what would be the next fight. Look at that. That worked perfectly. And then we get the jump boost, which lets us get all the way up over to that tower. Hey guys, I think that, I mean, hey, that seems pretty good. Obviously very short. I mean, we only did one out of, will be like 4 or 5 fights. So, I mean, it will be a lot longer considering that, but pretty good for me. Okay, I think the last thing I'm going to do, and this isn't going to be fun for you guys, but it's fun for me. I'm going to set up the invisible walls. I really enjoy doing this, honestly, because I don't have to worry about things looking pretty because they're going to be invisible. I was kidding? Okay. I didn't really get the joke, but gotcha. So for this, all I have to do is just place a bunch of walls around the map that will enclose the player in a way that doesn't feel restricting, but not in a way that kind of takes away from the illusion of it too much, or allows them to break the game. So see, we're giving them a little bit of space here, and then we're going to want to box them in on all these building sections. Not want to give them much room. We can turn studio lighting on, so this is a bit easier. Yeah, just like that. Okay. And then we do want to be a little bit more precise here. We want to place this exactly around here, this around here. I do want to let you go into the buildings though. Maybe I could do something like this. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. No, we have to push it a little bit. Great. And then let's do it for this section. Let's place our walls. See, this is just enclosing the space, making sure that you do have to go through this pathway. We're going to try and mimic these walls, these gates we place down, because they're supposed to tell the player where they're allowed to go. We want to make that clear by actually not letting them go in the places that those gates are. Okay. Great. Any issues over here? Let's make sure that we're spawning in the wall at the right location. That looks to be perfect. It is going to block them off exactly how I want it to. And now the last thing to do would be to add in a top piece that blocks the player from jumping over the walls. Great. Now we lower the sculpture memory. We all need this to be detailed because we're not going to see it. And then set to invisible, and we should be golden. This now will block us from exiting the map. We can no longer just run amok, and we do have to go the way it wants us to go. Perfect. Yeah, we do. We are blocked if we go too far this way. This is sick. I'm really liking this. Which guy? Oh, you're talking to Ashraf Meyer. God damn, this is looking pretty sick, to be honest. Slide kicking these robots is awesome. Okay. Wonderful. You haven't even had combos yet. And now that this is implemented, we can hide it. We don't need to be seeing that anymore. And let's get a couple more fights set up. Let's do that. I feel like I'm up for that. Well, but then I have to do code now, and I don't like doing code. Ugh, okay. How are we gonna do this? Let's see if this works. Let's try and summon... No. Let's do more sumo robots for now. Let's just do this. And see if we get a second wave of robo-sumos. And we will be having this Coopodon, so I'll put it on just so you guys see what it'll look like. Okay. Defeat this guy, and a second wave of Robo-Sumos has spawned. Perfect. Ashraf Meyer, you didn't even do the reference right. It's, oh brother, this guy stinks. The O is very important. Okay, there. And then the wall goes away, and we can continue to the section. Where's Ben's head? I have mentioned multiple times, it's because a collaborator on the game, PS Player, decided that he was gonna, I said, do you want to make Ben's Sumo Slammer outfit? He said yes, and then he did this to him. He decapitated him. And it's gonna take probably hours to fix for me, so that's why. I mention it quite a lot on stream, because it is annoying. But okay, we do have a full-on working fight thing set up. I do think we want more than 2 waves though. So let's get 3 waves set up. Once that's done, then we'll move on to the second fight and be done with the level for the most part, except for the jump boost, actually giving you a jump boost, but I'll do that later. Okay. And also, yeah, here, I'll be right back. I'll put the game playing so you guys can look at how cool this looks, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Why are you guys spamming emojis? Okay, so what we have to do... Yes, like I said, what we have to do now is to make this work for 3 waves. So, for that, I think we're going to have to copy over... Let's copy over all of this up. And then, in fact, we're going to need to... Is this what deletes this? Okay, so switch this to here. And then connect this. And then... Connect this to this? Is that it? Will that work? No, no. Is this... Will this just work like that? Do we now have 3 waves of this fight? If this works first try, that'd be sick. I gotta work on these enemies a little bit. Can we just go through this wall? Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's because Fast Track is so fast. That's a shame. He does just break the game, doesn't he? Cool. That's great. That's great. Dreams just has some issues, man. Like, you just can't... If something is too fast, like, it'll just break the laws of everything. It sucks. Okay. Second fight still triggers. That's good. Let's fight some more sumos. And the 3rd wave has triggered. Perfect. That was extremely easy to add a new wave to this fight. Let's fight some enemies. And if this all works... Where's the guy? There's one more. He's in here. The wall goes away. Okay. Exactly how I wanted it to work. Perfect. So let's copy over all of that code for the second fight. And then let's just set up the unique enemy spawns, and we will be good. That's the funny thing about Dream. Yep, it's funny and very annoying. And actually, we can... it's fine. We don't need to do that. Okay. Let's set up the new trigger zone, which should be... about there. Yeah. Okay. And now we should actually probably remove these emitters because we're gonna have to change all these formations. Let's start again with just a bunch of Robo Sumos, maybe even more than 5. We'll see. And just because it's sick, we're going to put some on buildings. Okay, let's go with... eight. Let's do 8. Make sure they're not caught in the invisible wall. They are! No! Okay, then we have to move the wall, because I really want these guys to be on building tops. Yeah, that's good. The reason they're glitching like this is because them being here is making the gameplay memory too high, which won't be a problem because we're going to remove some aliens, which will fix that. See a crack right here in the wall. Let's fix that. Let's put one guy up here, why not? All of them? It is. Perfect, okay. Sick. And now, for our second wave of this fight... what do we do? Maybe like 4 sumos, 4 mini-boss sumos? Because unfortunately, I am going to be using the mini-boss sumos a little bit flippantly. Was a very game engine, Dreams or Roblox? I have never used Roblox, and I won't because I don't support child labor. But I would say Dreams, yeah. If you play Roblox, that's fine. I find everything surrounding the company to be very, very horrifying. So don't feel comfortable myself. Goodbye, Echo Echo. Goodbye, Crash Shopper. Goodbye, Energy. Okay. That should fix the problem you're having. It does! Yay! Honestly, this can be just 2 waves of a fight. I don't think we need 3. No, we'll do 3. Okay. Yeah, so we can just take this. Copy it. Dream is better in my opinion? Cool. Just add 2 more on. in 1 second we're gonna play through this and see how it looks, but just gotta finalize all this stuff first. Okay, there we go. And we now just, let's see, let's put this emitter in the, well, the problem is we really, no, we don't need this, no. We don't need the wall. Well, we need this for something else, but I'll do that later. Okay. So let's just set up these last, because these are right now just the same fight repeat over and over again. Let's solve that, fix that, and then we will be ready to try it out. Obviously without the jump boost feature and the combos implemented, but most of the basic features. Okay, so I think for the third wave of this fight, let's have you fight 3 of the mini boss sumos to introduce them. And then here, let's just add on 2 more robo sumos. Perfect. And I feel like I want to do that thing again I did where I had some on top of buildings. Can I do that here, or did I make the walls too close? Nope. Okay. So we'll keep these how they are and move these. Yeah. Perfect. What about this one? Okay, can't use that wall. Use these though, or the roof. I think that'll work. Maybe move this guy here. Let's try that one out. Okay. Yeah, that works. Alright, we are ready to test this out. Let's see how it works. So wall goes up. We can't go through the wall. Why am I green? Why am I green? What's that? What? Oh, I know why. Ignore that. That's funny. Okay. I look like Quicksilver sometimes. Because of some of the assets I deleted. They left some remnants. Okay, so let's fight some of these sumos. And there will be cool music later. Second wave has started. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to have a nice day, and if anything was said, I'll probably not bother, then I apologize. You're fine. See ya. Okay. And the final wave where we have the mini boss Robo Sumos, which we finally get to fight. Great. Now we make it to this section where we have this little platforming. We can jump up, grab our amphibian token, and we can now transform into an amphibian. And we have our next fight. This is all pretty seamless so far, I gotta say. It's a lot of enemies, damn. that worked really well. Look at that! We put them in a tornado. Hell yeah, this is working so well. Look at that! We stuck them all up in an electric tornado. Hell yeah. Okay. And I think we defeated them all? No. No, they survived. I finished them off, yeah. And this is the final of the waves, I believe? Or... maybe there might be one more? I think there's one more. Okay. The lag is caused by that explosion effect, so I'm going to reduce that later. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. Woke up a bit late, but not late enough to not stream, so... Oh, those guys just stood there for a second. That's weird. I know why. Not a big problem. And we can switch back to Fast Track as well. Do some combo with him. Okay, oh, that was it. That was the last fight, yeah. Okay, there we go. And so now the idea would be, we go up here, grab the jump boost token, which then would give us the ability to jump really high. We use that to get all the way up to this watchtower, which will have the platform to lead us into the next section. Wonderful. So I think that's all we're going to do for today's stream, which is, hey, that was still a pretty good amount. I know we only made it through part 1 of a 4-part level, but what we did is we made both the alien unlock tokens and the power-up tokens and gave them functionality, at least gave functionality to the alien unlock ones. We also got we made the whole environment for this first part, which is definitely the most complicated environment, as well as the enemy spawning and like where the tokens are going to be, the power-ups, all that stuff. Pretty good amount, I feel like, and only for 2 hours. So I'm happy with where we are. I think now I am a pretty good I am in a pretty good spot to make the second and third parts and then make the boss fight. So I'm there's Headless Ben again. I think this level is this he looks so good. I think this level is turning out pretty damn good. I'm very excited for it. So that is everything for today's stream. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.